You ever got a bad review that you felt was unfair? I'm going to talk to you a little bit about this today. Well, what happened was I received a DM, a help request, stating that they ordered the stickers and not a flyer. Well, they sent a screenshot of the situation and I noticed it was the sticker. I said, that is the sticker. I said, did you press use template? So when you open the template, you can see the circle. She replied, yes. Now I'm getting DMs in two different places, right? So maybe she's on the Etsy and on her app. I don't know, but I have two separate messages with the same name coming, same informations coming in two different places. So I'm trying to answer in both places. So anyway, the cousin jumps in and was like, I am so sorry. Don't worry. She got what she needed. The cousin. She was like, oh, that's my cousin. It's the right thing. Okay. So I'm like, well, I'm glad you was able to help your cousin. Good, sweet, no worries, type of situation. Well, later that day, I went ahead and wanted to check my star seller status because that was my goal coming back onto my Etsy shop after being away for 8 months, almost a year. I wanted to get back that star seller status, which I previously had. So I knew what it took to get it. Well, when I checked the status, I noticed that I had a 4.6 star rating when I had a 5.0. And I'm like, whoa, 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 whoa. Something ain't right. So I go to the reviews and I sorted by recent review and I see that same person gave me a 1-star review. And I'm like, okay. So of course your girl was in her feelings a little bit about this 1-star review because I felt it was unfair because you did get what you asked for and what you paid for. Now, was it my fault that you didn't know how to work a Canva template? No, it wasn't, because if you didn't know how to work it, you shouldn't have bought it, right? And I personally feel like some people may leave you bad reviews because of their lack of knowledge and their lack of understanding instead of you actually doing something wrong, not understanding how those reviews can negatively impact your shop and impact your earning potential. So in a lot of ways, it can mess with your money and it's not fair when you really didn't do anything wrong. And considering the cousin jumped in and was like, oh, I'm her cousin. I helped her. It's good. She got what she paid for. I'm like, okay, cool. Like, I'm glad it was resolved. So I'm thinking the situation has been handled. Now, granted, I don't know when she left the review. She could have left the review immediately when she thought, before she even DM'd me. She could have left the review after she DM'd me because she was mad because her cousin had to help her. And she feel like it's my fault because her cousin had to help her because she couldn't figure it out. I don't know what the dealio is with that. But what I did do is not respond to it. And if you ever get a 1-star or any kind of review that you feel like you do not deserve, of course, you're going to never feel like you really deserve a bad review, but you got to be accountable. Okay. If you did something messed up, talking to somebody crazy, didn't give them the customer service that you would have wanted in return, then you can't get mad if they're leaving a review. Now, in my case, and in this situation, she did receive the product and she actually showed me a screenshot, and this is the screenshot she sent me, and that's what it looks like. So when you first order the template, they show you an image of it. Okay. You have to press use template and open it up, and then you will see the circle and you design within the circle. And us designers know you have to have some bleed because it has to go to print. And when it prints, they cut it. You don't want it to be just that circle. They got to cut it. You don't want them to cut off half of your design and then you don't have your whole button. But us as designers and people who design for print, we begin to understand these things. And that's not common knowledge to other people who are just buying it, right? So to her, she probably thought it's supposed to look like a circle. And just because it was a square with the even circle in it, it's because it had the bleed around it, right? But she probably, she doesn't know that, and it's not for her to be expected. But if I'm telling her that is the template, open it up, it's going to be a circle. She never sent me an image of her actually opening up the template. She only kept sending me the image of the outside, like she's not opening it, right? Because she see the picture. Nope, that ain't it. That's wrong. Nope. Click it and get inside the template, So, but the cousin helped her. I was glad about that. So here's what I did do. Instead of replying to her directly inside of the reviews, I messaged her on the back end. And I messaged her, I noticed that I messaged her, I noticed that you left me a 1-star review. And it is my understanding that you did get exactly what you ordered. I spoke with your cousin. Your cousin verified that you got it and they were able to help you, which I'm glad that happened. Would you be so kind to update the review? I asked her that on the back end in the message, and I messaged it in both locations because I don't know which one they're going to see because I was getting it from 2 different messages. So I copied the exact same thing and I put it in the other one. Hopefully the cousin get an opportunity to see it. I don't know, but maybe, and hopefully if she would be so kind, because she probably forgot she left the 1 star. She could have left the 1 star beforehand and then she got help and then figured it out. But then she was so busy designing that she never went back to really update the review. So I asked her, does she mind going back and updating the star status? Now, if I would have replied to the status, to the review, she wouldn't be able to update it. And that's a Etsy thing. Once you reply, the customer cannot go back and change the review. So do not reply to any negative review. Try to solve it in the back end, in the DM first, before you start trying to reply publicly on the review. And you're going to be tempted to jump on that review and be like, oh, I helped this customer. This customer got the right. No, don't do that. Because if the customer did forget to go back, to change it, they can't change it. And now you're stuck with that 1 star or a negative review, right? Give them the opportunity to update it. So I will be able to let you know in the future, because I just sent this, which prompted me to make this video right here, because this is something that just happened today. So I wanted to put this out here because I do not want you guys jumping onto those negative reviews, even if you feel like it's unfair, because I totally feel like this is unfair and it totally messed up my star seller status. And, it's going to take time now for me to get back up to a perfect 5.0 that I've maintained for so long and worked so hard for, just because I got a 1-star review from a person who didn't understand something, right? So I don't think that's fair, but it happens. And even though I don't think it's fair and it's not right, it will happen. And it's happened to other people, not just me. Right? And it could possibly happen to you too. You have people out here that's just, can just be upset about the slightest little thing, and then they will leave you a negative review when they're not really understanding the whole situation. But those negative reviews hurt. But I'm glad to say it's only one in the history of the Design Diva, right? And I think that's pretty good, considering Design Diva has been open and for so long, and has a total of, let me see, all time, 287 sales in all time, in only 1 star. Okay, so I'm not that hurt about it, but it is messing with my current goals. So, but understandable. I'll update you in the future to see if she updated that 1 star. I'll let you know. So be sure to like this video, especially if you learned something new. Like the video and go ahead and subscribe to my channel. That way you can stay updated on things that are happening on Etsy, and I'll be able to share things with you. And I will also let you know what came out of me DMing her and asking her if she will update the review. So I'll see if she replies. I'll give her some time and I'll update you on how I handle it, if she does or doesn't, and so forth. Okay, so until the next video, bye.